Okay, this is the long rod, which on my bow you can use the long rod without the V-bars, but you can't use the V-bars without the long rod. So I'll show you how to use the long rod in its own first. There's a section to screw it into there. It's easy peasy. Just screw it in, make sure it's nice and tight, which it won't be for me because I'm one-handed. But let's just assume that's tight so I can show you. And all this does really, it's the same as the V-bars, it just helps you keep a steady hand whilst you're shooting your arrows. I think this one is probably about 70-75 centimeters long. So now I'll show you how to do the V-bars. With the V-bars you've got three sections. You've got the main section which is attached to the riser of the bow, and you've got these two weights here which just offer more stability, the same with the long rod. The long rod, as you'll see in a minute, will go through this hole to keep it secure from turning around. So I'll just put these together now, again with one hand. I'm not sure how this is going to work. Nice and easy. And again with that one, obviously make sure these are nice and tight, nice and secure when you are doing it. Don't use one hand. Okay, I'll just grab the bow now. You might have noticed I've taken off the sight. That's just to make sure it doesn't get in the way of filming. So the V-bars go on. Oh, wrong way around. V-bars go on. You need to make sure that they're going towards you but facing down. And then the long rod slots into the top there. Screw that in again. Nice and tight. Lots tighter than how I'm doing it now. Make sure everything's lined up properly. Okay, I'll just put the sight back on now. Just bear with me a moment. Okay, now there's one last bit you need to know, and that is this little thing here called the pressure button. Okay, so you'll see just underneath where the sight is set there, you've got a little hole going all the way through to where the arrow rest is there. That's just where the arrow rests before you shoot. Just pop that in, turn it nice and secure, and it comes through the little hole there. All this does really is make sure your arrows stay on the right path instead of flying off to the side. Called the pressure button. Okay, now I'll show you the whole thing. I'll just tighten everything up and I'll be back in a minute. So here we have the fully set up recurve bow. This isn't a bare bow anymore because it's got the additional weights to it. So just to clarify, you've got the limbs, the string, you've got the stand, the sight here, you've got the pressure button here, the V-bars, long rod, and of course your string if I haven't already mentioned that. If I can get a full view you can see exactly what it looks like. Okay, I just wanted to show you these few extra little pieces of equipment you might want to have. You've got an arm guard here to put over your forearm. If you've ever caught your forearm with the string, you'll know why you need it. If you haven't, get one of these. This is a glove, well it's just 3-fingered glove, which is used mainly for bare bow. And for the weaker bows you don't really need one of these, but when you're pulling 45-50 pounds with just 3 fingers and a very thin string, it tends to hurt your fingers a little bit. So these, I'm not sure if they're leather or I'm not sure what they're made out of, but they certainly do help. And of course you're going to need a quiver. This is a back quiver what a very good friend of mine from America bought me for Christmas, and this is just what you keep your arrows in. You can get them for your back, you can get them to keep at your side. It's preference for you personally. You can also get a guard for your chest for ladies or larger men perhaps, but I don't have one of those to show you unfortunately, I'm sorry about that. I just wanted to quickly show you one of my arrows. Here you've got the nock, which is a bit that goes onto the string when you want to shoot. You've got your 3 fletchings. You've got the shaft, which is the main bit running down to the point. With your fletchings you've got 2 of one colour and 1 of another colour. The single colour is the one that faces you whilst you've got it onto the string. The fletchings where you've got 2 of, one of them is pointing down and away from you, the other one's pointing up and away from you. That's everything I can teach you really about the bare bow, the recurve bow and all the equipment. I hope I've helped some of you in some way. Sorry about all the editing in the video. Hope you enjoy your archery. Right, I've taken the sight off the bow now, and I've made what is supposed to be a little target just to show you how to use the sight itself. So let's just pretend that the sight is attached to the bow. You want to make sure that the little dot is as close to the middle as you can get it, whilst keeping your hand nice and steady. So it needs to move up a little bit, which means turning it to the right. No, it doesn't. It means turning it to the left, sorry. So now it's in the middle. So if you shoot an arrow now and it goes to the top left X, then you want to make sure that the sight goes to the top left X. So that's high enough now, so I'll just keep turning it until it gets to the left. One more. Okay, that means that the sight is in the same place as where the arrow has gone. So now you just adjust your aim to make sure that the sight is aiming at the centre, and then your arrows should also go to the centre. Just a case then of keeping your hand as still as possible.